Kena lived in a vibrant coastal village, surrounded by the sea's beauty and her people's warmth. Though she enjoyed the scenic views, a secret burdened her heart. She was born with the rare ability to transform into a python. This powerful gift made her an outcast among the villagers, who often feared those who possessed such mystical skills. Her childhood was filled with loneliness and longing for acceptance, especially as she watched the other villagers form bonds and friendships without hesitation. One fateful day, while exploring the shoreline in her human form, Kena encountered a young fisherman named Obinna. He was charming and kind, and they quickly forged a connection. However, Kena felt apprehensive. She had heard whispers of his vow never to engage with shapeshifters, fearing their unpredictable nature. As days turned into weeks, Kena found herself torn between her growing feelings for Obinna and her fear of rejection if he discovered her secret. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the water, Kena and Obinna spent more time together. They shared stories, laughter, and dreams of the future, their bond deepening with each encounter. Kena's heart ached to reveal her true self to him, but she hesitated, worried that it would shatter the fragile connection they had built. Little did they know that dark clouds were gathering on the horizon, threatening their peaceful existence. One evening, as Kena walked along the beach, she overheard whispers among the villagers about a band of pirates seeking a mythical gemstone, rumored to be hidden beneath the sea. Panic surged through her as she learned that the pirates were on their way to their village. She rushed to find Obinna, knowing that together they could protect their home. Kena found Obinna repairing his fishing nets, the salty breeze tousling his hair. She rushed up to him, her heart racing. "Obinna, we need to talk. The village is in danger." Her voice trembled with urgency. He looked up, concern etched on his face. "What do you mean, Kena?" She explained the situation, and as she spoke, she felt the weight of her secret pressing down on her. Would he still see her as a friend if he learned the truth about her powers? Obinna listened intently, his brow furrowing with concern. "We have to alert the elders and prepare the village for the pirates," he said firmly. Kena nodded, relieved that he was willing to help. They rushed to the village square, gathering the villagers and the elders to devise a plan. Kena felt a mix of fear and determination, knowing she had to confront the pirates to protect her home, but knowing her secret might be revealed in the process. As night fell, the villagers gathered, tension hanging in the air. Kena stood at the front, heart pounding as she addressed them. "We need to unite and protect our home from the pirates. We can't let them take what belongs to us." The villagers murmured in agreement, their fear transforming into a sense of purpose. Obinna stood beside her, lending his strength to her words. Yet deep down, Kena felt the impending doom of revealing her secret. What if the villagers turned against her once they knew? The elders nodded, discussing strategies to defend their village. Kena felt a surge of hope, but the thought of exposing her true self lingered in her mind. As the villagers dispersed to prepare, Kena pulled Obinna aside. "There's something I need to tell you," she began, her voice shaky. But just then, a distant horn echoed across the water, a warning that the pirates were approaching. With the sound of the horn still ringing in their ears, panic spread through the village. Kena and Obinna exchanged worried glances. "We have to move now," Obinna urged. Together they raced through the village, gathering the villagers to their designated positions. Kena's heart raced not only with fear of the pirates, but also with the weight of her secret. Would she be able to fight alongside them, knowing she could transform into a python? Or would that knowledge tear them apart? As the pirates drew closer, Kena realized it was time to reveal her true self. She took a deep breath, her mind racing. "I have a gift, one that can help us defend our home," she announced to the gathering crowd. The villagers turned to her, their faces a mix of confusion and curiosity. "I can transform into a python," she continued, her voice steadying. "I can use my powers to protect us." The villagers murmured, and Kena felt the weight of their gazes upon her. Obinna's expression shifted from shock to admiration. "Kena, that's incredible," he exclaimed, stepping forward. "We can use your powers to outsmart the pirates." The villagers looked at each other, weighing Kena's abilities against their fears. Finally, an elder spoke, his voice calm yet authoritative. "If Kena is willing to fight for us, we must trust her. Together we will face this threat." With renewed determination, Kina prepared to unleash her powers. As the pirates approached, she transformed into a magnificent python, her scales shimmering under the moonlight. The villagers stared in awe, no longer fearful but inspired by her bravery. Kina slithered along the shore, positioning herself to ambush the unsuspecting pirates as they landed, while Obinna rallied the villagers to stand ready. The pirates, clad in tattered clothes and wielding rusted swords, swaggered ashore, unaware of the storm brewing beneath the calm surface. Kina, hidden among the rocks, watched as they laughed and jeered, boasting about their conquests. With a fierce determination, she knew she had to strike at the right moment. Obinna rallied the villagers behind him, urging them to remain calm and focused. Just as the pirates began to advance toward the village, Kina lunged from her hiding place, coiling her powerful body around the nearest pirate. The startled men shouted in surprise, drawing their weapons. But before they could react, the villagers charged forward, brandishing makeshift weapons and shouts of defiance. Obinna fought bravely alongside them, his heart swelling with pride for Kina's courage. As the battle raged on, Kina used her agility and strength to incapacitate the pirates one by one. She felt a rush of adrenaline as she coiled around another pirate, squeezing until he dropped his sword. The villagers fought valiantly, inspired by Kina's bravery and Obinna's leadership. Together, they pushed back against the invaders, forcing them to retreat. Despite their fierce resistance, the pirates were relentless. Kina transformed back into her human form, exhaustion creeping in as she fought beside Obinna. The villagers rallied, and with each victory, their confidence grew. However, just as they thought they had the upper hand, the pirate captain appeared, a menacing figure wielding a gleaming sword. He eyed Kina and Obinna, realizing their unique bond and the power they possessed. The pirate captain bellowed, "You think you can defeat me with your little tricks? I will take what I desire." Kina's heart raced, fear mixing with determination. Obinna stepped forward, standing protectively beside her. "We will not let you harm our village," he shouted defiantly. The villagers rallied behind them, their resolve unshakable. The battle intensified, the clash of metal ringing through the night as the villagers fought fiercely. Kina, regaining her strength, transformed into a python once more, darting through the chaos to surprise the captain. He swung his sword, but she dodged, coiling around him with a strength that took him by surprise. Obinna seized the moment, disarming the captain and striking him down. With the pirate captain defeated, the remaining pirates faltered, their morale shattered. They quickly turned to flee, scrambling back to their ships in a panic. Kina and Obinna stood victorious, their hearts pounding with adrenaline and relief. The villagers erupted into cheers, embracing one another as they celebrated their hard-won victory. Kina felt a profound sense of pride in her people. She had fought alongside them, and together they had protected their home. As they gathered to assess the damage and tend to the wounded, Kina realized that her gift, once seen as a burden, had become a source of strength for the village. Obinna approached her, a broad smile on his face, and she felt a warmth spread through her heart.